This is Senator Anyim, Pius Anyim. I don't know if he's still senator or what office he was holding in this photo, but I know at some point he was a Nigerian politician, and I believe he may still be. I don't know much about this person, obviously, but I saw a couple pictures of him, and his facial expressions reveal everything about him. So I wanted to speak about it. Um, Ayim, Pius Ayim, I believe is how you pronounce this man's name. But he looks like somebody in my family too. He looks like most of my family, honestly. Um, so it really hit home with me. Now, nobody in my family really makes this type of face. I mean, this is really deceptive. Uh, this face speaks of ill intentions and secrets. And I've never seen this guy's campaign. I'm not sure what kind of person he is, but I can imagine that he is a very big liar. He looks like a liar. Um, why he would make this face in a photo? I just assume that he lies so much. He seems like a brutal person too. This dude looks like a gangster. I know a lot of criminals, gangsters, murderers, and shit like that. Unfortunately, I've known a lot of these type of people, and they look like this. They look like this, man. And um, if you cover this guy's nose and mouth and just look into his eyes, you can see what I'm talking about. Now, if you cover his eyes and just look at his nose and his mouth, you can see the other half of what I'm talking about. If you look at his whole face together, you can see complete and utter, wow, you can see a complete and utter lack of care for others. Total pretension. Let's move on. Same thing here. He's a hairless cat. Wow. Obviously, this is a younger picture, a bit younger maybe, where maybe he did have a bit of sense of himself. Still quite strange looking, but as far as his spirit. But here, he's completely embraced the spirit of the hairless face, lying. Looks like he probably shaves his head too. Just completely putting on airs. I wouldn't want to talk to this person for too long. I can't imagine, working with people like this all the time. It's best for a person to keep to themselves. Once you start getting wrapped up in these groups, whether it be business groups or social groups or political groups, you run into a lot of people like this. This is pretty much how all of them are, male or female. The women just have the luxury of not having to shave their faces to hide. Here's a less polished photo where his true nature is kind of coming out. His eyes look kind of empty, as always. Well, his eyes look kind of empty. His skin looks terrible because he's shaving his face every fucking day with a knife. This may not be a long video. This guy's not particularly interesting. Another photoshopped photo with him trying to look. Wow, he looks like one of those cartoon cats, the Cheshire cat. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. But he looks like the slick cat in the cartoons. The sly devil. Always trying to get over. I'm not sure what animal he looks like, but all people, regardless of where they're from, or what they are, they start to look like the animal that they're portraying in their behavior, in their actions with others, their actions with themselves. Now, I said he looked like the cartoon cat, but there's something else. Maybe a worm. Now, when people look up like that, when people look up, it's supposed to give the impression of humility, as opposed to if they took the picture and he was from below and he's looking down. Anytime a person looks up, it's supposed to be, reverence. He's worshiping something. Now, is he worshiping something? He very well may be. Okay, he has lions on his shirt. I guarantee you he picked that for a reason. And a lot of times when people like lions, they have these fantasies about the brutal nature of the lion. The male lion having all his lionesses, he kind of sits around and just protects the group if they ever need protection, but he really doesn't contribute much. The male lion, the king of the pride, just he kind of relaxes and preserves his energy until the pride really needs him, when another male lion or comes around, or when hyenas are attacking. See, hyenas can handle a couple of female lions, maybe even three. But once the male lion is a lot bigger and a lot more ferocious, a lot stronger, comes around, the hyenas start to question whether they want to really deal with the lions too much. So this person probably has some kind of fetish for lions. He probably fancies himself a lion, even though he shaves his face every day to try and lie to people, which is not something a lion does. Lion sincere. Let's keep it moving. Very extravagant clothes, lots of cloth, extra cloth, standing up straight, looking down this time. See what I'm saying? Looking up, humility and reverence. Looking down, royalty. So, see, even though he's looking up, we went over the lion thing. We went over the colors. Or we didn't go over the colors, but hey, look at that hot red. This person doesn't have a lot of facial expressions, as you can see. It's pretty much just this one. He's hiding. He's laughing at you. He can't even make a proper fist. Look at that fist. And this is a person who can't fight. This person has no kind of real aggression. If anybody, a real king, a real fighter, a real brave person, wanted to not only attack him physically, but attack him mentally, socially, politically, any kind of way, a person who had real mental, spiritual power, it would be very easy to oust this person. But I would imagine he uses his connections, who probably also smile and close their eyes and, act like this. That fat belly, he's eating good. They probably all band together to take advantage of people. I don't think in my entire life I've put my balled up a fist and put it in the air in some kind of solidarity with any kind of cause. And anytime I see people doing that, I know that they're a liar. People only ball up their fist and put it in the air when they're lying, and they're trying to get you to think that they're powerful. Powerful people are hated. Okay, spiritually, physically powerful people, intellectually powerful people, they are hated. And everyone wants to take them down because it's rare. They would never try to assert themselves by bringing attention to the fact that they have power, because they're already always getting picked on because they have intellectual, spiritual, mental, physical power. All right? So this is an imposter. Recognize not the face, because this is probably what I'm gonna look like to a certain degree when I get older. I mean, he's much uglier than me, but you know, we have certain resemblances. His eyes are much different, but so no, don't look at the face, but don't look at the facial features as if everyone who looks like this and has this type of lips or nose or skin or whatever, or look at the traits. Look at what he's doing. Look at the fact that he shaves off all his hair. Look at the facial expression that his mouth is making. Look at the way his eyes are darting back and forth. Look at the way his brow is. Look at how he laughs. Look at the fact that his face really doesn't change. Look at the expression in his eyes. As if he's trying to take advantage of you. Recognize his face. This expression. Now this is him with Good Luck Jonathan. I think he's the person in the middle. Who was I think that's the guy's name, Good Luck Jonathan. I think he was a Nigerian prime minister, president, lead head figure. And this is him on the left with the red hat again. And he's explaining something. I guess these are the people that he conspires with. He looks a little more subdued here because he is with someone who has higher political ranking than him, and that's all he probably cares about is power and what kind of social and political power he has in comparison to the people he's interacting with. And that probably dictates all of his behavior. So I imagine he probably doesn't treat poor people very well, or people who can't do anything for him in particularly. I'm sure he doesn't have any particular problem with poor people, but he has a problem with the fact that they may not be able to do anything for him politically or socially with people that he thinks are important. Let's move on. Oh, that's the last one. Thank goodness, because I am sick of looking at this person. All right, there's another one, another examination, another analysis. And if you're watching these videos, I believe that you are going to become very, very good at analyzing the facial expressions and gestures and just everything about people. I think that this is going to help me doing this, and it's going to help you to really know who you're dealing with when you look at somebody, even subconsciously. Hope you're having a great day. Peace.